What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another Codmo video. So today, well, actually it's another blueprint episode, but today we're going to finally talk about the tier 50 skin for season 8, which is the ZRG Jade. So for the first time, I was actually pretty excited for a battle pass skin, especially a tier 50 battle pass skin. I did tell you I was excited for the M13, so that would have been a lie. But what I mean is that, like, usually the tier 50 skins are kind of a letdown for the most part. And the last one that I could really think of that was decent was probably maybe the MX9, but even then it still didn't change too much. But yes, this one was actually very interesting to me. It caught my attention. However, it wasn't until I got the weapon and started using it, it kind of let me down pretty hard. But again, I mean, how can something that looks so decent looked or let you down so badly? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys already figured it out. The scope on the ZRG Jade is humongous. Of course, you could just say that, oh yeah, well, the scope is bigger and it makes more open space when you're scoping in. Yes, that's cool, but at the same time, it blocks your screen when you're not actually aiming in. I would say it takes about maybe half your screen, well, at least your the main parts that you're viewing, especially if there's someone within, I guess, where your gun model is. It's going to be a lot harder to see them, where you're not even going to notice that they're there because the scope is in the way. That's why the match that you're seeing right now, I was being very, very careful because I didn't know whether or not I was going to get killed because I couldn't see anyone. So I had to keep scoping in just to make sure that I wasn't, missing anyone that was maybe hiding behind the fucking gun model. So for a tier 50 skin, you would think that they would make the scope a little bit smaller, but at least increase the view if you're going to scope in. But yeah, it's the scope is way too gigantic for you to see anything. So that's why I think it's best just to use the base model, or I guess wait until the legendary comes out. So before the leaks, I thought that, since it said Jade, I thought it was going to be that green animated camo that, came out at the very beginning of this game. You guys already know the AK-47 Jade or the M4 Jade or even the MSMC Jade, but no, this is a completely different type of Jade. If anything, without the camo on, it kind of looks like Vanguard's Dark Ether. You see like these green tiger stripes on it. So while it might have the same name as Jade, as well as the Epic Blueprints, it's not actually the same thing. I was actually kind of hoping that it would. I wouldn't mind having an animated camo as the tier 50 skin, even if it didn't change any sort of geometry within the normal weapon. But I don't know, the way that they're kind of making these tier 50 skins, I'm not sure if they're just purposely compromising their looks, or at least in game as well, just to kind of influence you to buy the legendary, or just not buy the whole battle pass. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like sometimes you'd think they would have good blueprints like for tier 50, but it kind of feels very deliberate that they're just making them so fucking bad, and this one's no exception. And look, don't get me wrong, I mean the design is pretty cool. They kind of modernized the version of the ZRG, because the ZRG is like a 1980s sniper rifle from like South Africa, but it's nice that they have like some sort of modern blueprint for it that looks pretty good. The only problem, like I said, is just the scope. So if they were just to at least make the scope a little bit smaller so you could see better, I think that would be nice. But again, I mean, I don't really see them doing it. I mean, it's COD Mobile of all things. So before I close out with this video, I do want to give you guys a class up. It's MIP Light Barrel Short, YKM Combat Stock, OWC Laser Tactical, as well as Extended Mag A and Stippled Grip Tape. Of course, I have toughness, so I'm not really going to flinch at all. Also, ammunition can also be, I guess, I know a lot of you guys use the anti-vehicle mag, but if you're really good at aiming, I mean, it's very lenient with this weapon. So I recommend just using, either extended mag or bullet return. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. So yeah, that's something that you should probably keep in mind. This weapon's extremely easy to use without anti-vehicle. Also, that way you could, I guess, maximize movement speed in general. So yeah, I mean, that's another plus. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Unfortunately, like I said, I mean, it's a good looking skin, but not really good for, playing in matches, maybe just good for decoration. But yeah, that's all I have to say in this video. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time.